Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the year again. Champions League quarterfinals, and the first leg has already passed. Let's talk about it. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to cover Arsenal versus Real Madrid because I support actually both clubs, but mainly Real Madrid is my first team, as you can see in the back over here. Brought me a lot of joy throughout my childhood, and yeah, I've got very fond memories of being a Real Madrid fan. So clearly right now I'm a little bit upset. However, being a Real Madrid fan, I haven't given up all hope. Although Arsenal, they played quite well in the first leg at the Emirates. Is it reproducible? I've watched Arsenal all season thinking, okay, this is their year. Man City have not been up to scratch. It's time for Arsenal to take over and finally win the Prem after 20 plus years. They couldn't do that. Liverpool won it. Not yet, but it's pretty much over. And constantly we've seen Arsenal crumble under pressure. And on top of everything, they have Gabriel out and they don't have a striker. So, yes, did Marino score in the first leg? Yeah, great goal. Declan Rice, 2 free kicks after not scoring a free kick in his entire career. These are one-off situations, and all credit to Arsenal at the Emirates. They played incredible. It could have been 7-0. However, the Bernabeu is a whole different story. Roof is going to be closed. There's no way Ancelotti's going to get outclassed 2 times in a row. Tchouaméni is back. It's going to bring that solidity back into the midfield, which we were quite clearly lacking. Declan Rice was just running all over Modric. Camavinga had to cover for 2 players pretty much because Modric is 40 years old, guys. Let's not forget. Yes, he's class. Yes, he's had an incredible career, but he cannot run like he used to. So Tchouaméni coming back is going to be a huge boost. And the last game that Real Madrid played was against Alaves, and it was an absolute nail biter. 2 red cards. Mbappe, listen, I love Mbappe. He scored a lot of goals this season, 30 plus, but that challenge was horrific. I'm also French, part French, so he plays for my national team that I support and my club team that I support. So I'm the last person who wants to dog on Mbappe. But that challenge, if you haven't seen it, go and look it up. I'll maybe put a picture in here. It was disgusting, and you could tell he was very frustrated in that game for whatever reason. Probably a conglomeration of the last few weeks just all coming into the culmination at that point. And unfortunately, one of our former academy players, Blanco, he just absolutely took his anger out on him. It was a well-deserved red card. But this game, second leg at the Bernabeu versus Arsenal, 3-0 down, Kylian Mbappe, you were bought for nights like this. Mbappe has to show up. If Mbappe doesn't show up, it's not going to look good. It's on his legacy, his career. It's going to be stained, for sure, 100%. Real Madrid won the Champions League last season without Mbappe. If Mbappe comes in and Real Madrid don't win the Champions League, guys, that is not looking good for him or for his legacy. Even more so, just imagine PSG, who are flying right now under Luis Enrique, Desiree Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele. They are firing on all cylinders. If PSG wins the Champions League before Mbappe, the first year without Mbappe, I'm sorry guys, we're going to have some very uncomfortable conversations about Kylian Mbappe and his legacy. But let's focus on the game. So 3-0 down at the Bernabeu. I'm going to give my prediction. Now, famously, which a lot of you may or may not know, 3-ish years ago, it was that year when Benzema went on the crazy run, was scoring hat-tricks, and Real Madrid won. I think it was 2020-21. Yeah, so this season up here, which I have the posters of, it was PSG versus Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, I believe, or it might have been the round of 16. But we were down, I think it was round of 16. We were down 1-0. After the first leg, and I went on TikTok. I just threw a little prediction. I said 3-1. I bet my life savings on this. whatever. It was kind of just put out there as a joke, and it blew up, got millions of views because it actually ended up being 3-1 Real Madrid, and we went through. So I'm going to hopefully tap back into that. I'm going to predict, I want to say 4-0, but it's not going to happen. Oh, man. I think I don't think they score at the Bernabeu. I don't think so. But they could, though. We got a lot of injuries in the back. I'm gonna go 4-1 Real Madrid. Obviously, that would be 4-4 on aggregate, and would go to extra time. And I think Real Madrid just squeezes by on penalties. I really, really hope this happens. If it doesn't, it's probably gonna end up being a 2-0, 2-1 to Real. We're not gonna lose in the Bernabeu against Arsenal. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting night. Make sure you guys let me know what your predictions are down below in the comments. And come back after the game, see if my prediction was right, see if your prediction was right. And yes, it's going to be a great night. I would like to say that if Arsenal goes through, full props to them. I'll be supporting them. They are my second team. And I hope they win the Champions League if they knock out my Real Madrid. But it's going to be a magical night in the Bernabeu. Probably one of the biggest ones since the renovation. I think you cannot count us out. We've done it so many times. 2 goals in 4 minutes against Man City. They gave us a 1% chance of qualifying. It happened. Against PSG, Benzema hat-trick after Mbappe scored first. It happened. Like Chelsea 3-0 up at the Bernabeu. We came back. It happened. So we've never come back from a 3-0 deficit, and we've never scored against Arsenal. But this is Real Madrid. This is the club that owns Champions League, and I think it's possible. I'm hoping that our fans are really in full voice at the Bernabeu, and it's definitely possible. Alright guys, I'll see you after the game. Until next time, peace.